guys, welcome back to the 5 Awesome Geeks. I am your Wednesday Geek, Britt. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, you probably should because we talk about geeky things. That's why I say up my channel. This week on the 5 Awesome Geeks, we are talking about non-anime horror films and which ones are our favorites. Because, you know, Halloween is approaching, and so we want to discuss horror this month. So yeah, so I won't be talking about The Lion King, I guess, because, I mean, I was horrified as a child, but for me, horror is kind of an interesting subject because I'm not really into slasher, but I do like paranormal and I do like thriller. So for me, a horror film would be like Alfred Hitchcock's thriller films, or even like Stephen King's book to movie. And out of those, I really did like It, even though that was a mini series, but whatever. I did like It as a kid. I liked Tommyknockers as a kid. Misery to this day terrifies me because that's like one of the only things that could actually happen. And so thrillers that could actually occur, those freak me out. If you guys are not familiar with what Misery is about an author who gets kidnapped by his biggest fan, and she holds him captive in hopes that Stockholm Syndrome will take hold, I guess. I don't know. I don't think that's ever actually mentioned in the book or the movie. But at the same time, like, that's gotta be what she's hoping for, so that's probably what she's hoping for. Alfred Hitchcock, I really love Psycho, Rear Window, North by Northwest, but those aren't really horror. Those are, like I said, just thrillers. They're mysteries, and you just kind of gotta go for the ride, essentially. Rear Window is probably still to this day my favorite Alfred Hitchcock film. I've seen a good portion of them because he was somebody that I studied very intensely while I was in university, while I was away at university studying film history and criticism, because I wrote my senior paper on Alfred Hitchcock. So therefore I needed to study him very intensely. So I've seen a good portion of his films. And I love his films. I think they're really cool. One of my favorite paranormal films that I've seen is called The Others, starring Nicole Kidman. It's one of those really cool stories that has a really interesting twist at the end. So you're watching this entire film going, I don't understand any of it. And then at the very end, there's a twist. And so if you watch it a second time, and then you get to see all of the little hints towards that twist at the end, which is super cool. Same thing with like Sixth Sense. That's another one of my favorite paranormal thriller films. So I do really like those, but that's pretty much it. I'm not big into slasher. I'm not really a big fan of how many people can we kill and how creatively can we kill them in the next 2 hours. So the Saw films, even Texas Chainsaw Massacre actually made me ill, like made me sick to my stomach. So I'm not a big fan of those, but that's about it. And I'm gonna head out because I gotta rush off to Minneapolis. So I will see you guys all next week. And Dylan, we will see you tomorrow. And there is no talking into my microphone this week because I didn't set it up. So bye.